This is Aiden Lowry, who died of a fentanyl overdose last December. His mother, Sara, remembers when her son started vaping and using marijuana to deal with the isolation during COVID. Later, he started taking Percocet, the brand name for the opioid oxycodone. After his death, testing revealed Percocet was laced with fentanyl. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, up to 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine. Pharmaceutical fentanyl has a legitimate medical use when under the supervision of a licensed professional. But illegal fentanyl is the new silent killer in the US. This illustrates the danger of the drug. On the left is a lethal 30 milligram heroin dose. On the right, a 3 milligram fentanyl dose is enough to kill an adult male. Fentanyl is turning Americans into zombies in broad daylight. Here is a video of popular YouTuber Tyler Oliveira, who visited Portland in Oregon, a state which decriminalized the possession of small amounts of all drugs and is now paying the price for it.
The people out here. He's breathing unnaturally. You okay, brother? You okay?
Hey, Stu, you good?
1,161 people died from drug overdoses in Oregon in 2022. This number increased by 47% since 2019. In June, 3 Portland children under 4 overdosed in a span of 10 days after coming in contact with fentanyl in their homes. Police and drug trafficking experts are labeling fentanyl the greatest threat to all drugs in the Portland area. But it's not just Oregon. Other states in the US are facing similar challenges. San Francisco city official Matt Dorsey called overdose deaths from fentanyl the most serious calamity since AIDS. Almost 110,000 overdose deaths occurred in 2022 nationwide, and about 75,000 of them were linked to fentanyl and other synthetic opioids. Most of the illegal fentanyl on US streets comes from Mexico, usually smuggling them at official ports of entry. But Jake Galvin, acting special agent in charge of the Drug Enforcement Administration's Seattle Field Division, said that fentanyl is smuggled through in any manner you can think of. Fentanyl traffickers are transporting drugs by sea, air, and car, and through social media channels. The drug is also much cheaper to make than other opioids. It's not only people living on the streets who are dying from it. In recent years, multiple junior sailors have died from the drug aboard the base that houses the Navy's boot camp. Teens are using it too. More than 5,000 juniors under 18 have died from overdoses involving fentanyl in the past 2 decades. 1,550 deaths came in 2021 alone. The numbers increased during the COVID pandemic, with teenagers facing mental health problems and looking for pills to ease them. Teens have started buying counterfeit pills online, primarily through Snapchat and other social media channels. In many instances, these young individuals weren't specifically seeking fentanyl. They, like Aiden Lowry, believed they were buying Adderall, Xanax, or marijuana, but often ended up buying pills or other drugs from the black market that were laced with fentanyl. The government is trying to catch up. States enacted more than 100 laws during their 2023 legislative sessions seeking to raise awareness, increase penalties for dealers, and prevent overdoses. In March, President Biden called for historic funding of more than $46 billion to combat the overdose epidemic driven by fentanyl. If you don't find this scary enough, last year, DEA seized over 50 million fentanyl-laced fake prescription pills and more than 10,000 pounds of fentanyl powder. These seizures represent more than 379 million potentially deadly doses, which means it is enough to kill every American. A new study also suggests that emerging opioids, nitazenes, may be deadlier than fentanyl. So if the authorities want to prevent people from dying, they will have to push the accelerator pedal harder.